Have you ever given someone a reality check? I was working at this fancy coffee shop downtown when this woman storms in screaming at her teenage son. You're such an embarrassment. Look at your pathetic grades. Look at how you dress like some homeless person. Why can't you be more like your cousin Michael, who actually has his life together and isn't a complete waste of space? The kid is just standing there taking it, shoulders hunched, staring down at his beat-up sneakers with holes in them. You drive. Other customers are turning to stare and whisper among themselves, clearly uncomfortable. She keeps going, getting louder and more vicious with each word. You're lazy. You're stupid. You have no ambition whatsoever. You'll never amount to anything in your worthless, pathetic life. I should have listened when people told me you were hopeless. I'm watching this kid's face just crumble piece by piece. He's maybe 15, wearing this worn-out gray hoodie with holes in the sleeves, and she's absolutely destroying him in front of everyone. His hands are literally shaking. You can see him trying desperately not to cry in public. She marches up to the counter and orders the most expensive drink on our menu, a $20 specialty latte with extra shots and fancy imported syrups. Then she turns back to him while I'm making it, continuing her brutal verbal assault. And another thing, you better start acting right and getting your act together immediately, where you can find somewhere else to live. I'm completely done supporting a total failure who brings nothing but shame to this family. The kid whispers desperately, "Mom, please stop. People are watching us. This is so embarrassing." She gets even louder, practically shouting now so the entire coffee shop can hear every word. I don't care who's watching us. Maybe they should see what a complete disappointment you turned out to be. Maybe they should know I wasted 18 years of my life raising an ungrateful, spoiled brat who can't do anything right. A young couple at the corner table actually gets up and leaves, shaking their heads in disgust. An older man sitting by the window looks absolutely disgusted. A woman with her laptop closes it and walks out. The kid looks like he wants to disappear into the floor tiles and never come back. That's when I completely lost it. See, my own mom used to talk to me exactly like this when I was growing up. Constant insults, public humiliation, telling me I was worthless garbage who would never succeed. I spent 3 years in therapy dealing with the emotional damage and trauma. No kid deserves this treatment from anyone. I walked over with her fancy latte and set it down firmly on the counter. "Ma'am, your order is ready, but before you take it, I need to say something important. Your son seems like a really good kid. Maybe try talking to him like he actually matters to you and deserves basic respect." She went absolutely ballistic, face turning bright red with pure rage. "Excuse me, how dare you tell me how to parent my own child? Who do you think you are to lecture me about my family?" I looked directly at the kid and said, "Hey man, you seem like a genuinely cool person. Don't let anyone make you feel small or worthless. Not even family members who should love you unconditionally." The woman started screaming for my manager, demanding I be fired immediately for interfering with customers. When he came over, 3 different customers had already approached him complaining about her yelling and making everyone uncomfortable and wanting to leave. My manager, this super laid-back guy named Dave, listened to her angry rant for about 30 seconds. Then he calmly said, "Ma'am, I'm going to have to ask you to leave right now. You're disturbing other customers and creating a hostile environment that's bad for business." She grabbed her latte and stormed toward the exit, still screaming about terrible customer service and threatening to call corporate headquarters. As they reached the door, the kid turned back and looked right at me. He mouthed the words, "Thank you so much," with tears streaming down his face. 2 weeks later, the same kid came in alone. He walked up to my register with newfound confidence and said, "That was the first time anyone ever stood up for me. It changed everything about how I see myself and my worth." Sometimes standing up to bullies means standing up to parents too.